Guyana seeks common ground with U.S. on Cuban health workers. Newsroom. During a press conference at his State House residence in Georgetown, President Irfan Ali addressed the recent decision by the United States to impose visa restrictions on officials allegedly involved in the export of Cuban workers. This announcement followed an emergency virtual meeting held by Caribbean leaders on Friday to discuss the matter. When asked about Guyana's position on the issue during an event on Saturday, President Ali emphasized that Guyana, in collaboration with CARICOM, is seeking clarity and dialogue with the U.S. He stated, "I don't see abandoning Cuba as part of this equation," highlighting the importance of finding common ground. The restrictions were announced by U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, who claimed that Cuba profits significantly from what the U.S. describes as a forced labor program, particularly involving doctors and other healthcare workers. President Ali noted that Guyana employs foreign healthcare workers from various countries, including Nigeria, India, and Cuba. All of that follows the local laws and international labor laws, he assured. He further explained that Guyana has formally requested information from the U.S. to better understand its position. "We have also asked, as a country, for any information that would help us comprehend the U.S. stance. If there are any breaches in relation to our system, we will endeavor to address those breaches in accordance with our local laws and international law," the president stated. The involvement of Cuban health workers varies across the Caribbean region, with some countries heavily reliant on them. However, President Ali asserted, "What is clear is that the Cuban health workers are part of the regional healthcare system." He clarified that the current issue is not about Cuba as a country but rather the concerns raised by the U.S. regarding the Cuban health brigade system. The U.S. contends that, based on the information before them, they do not believe that the Cuban health brigade system follows international best practices and laws, President Ali explained. Moreover, he noted that the region is facing an additional challenge in healthcare recruitment. "We are confronted with a challenge in recruiting our own healthcare workers due to the language requirements associated with the EU, UK, Canadian, and US healthcare systems." Caribbean nations, including Guyana, have maintained strong relations with Cuba and continue to advocate for improved US-Cuba relations. The relationship between the US and Cuba has been strained for decades, dating back to the Cuban Revolution in the 1950s.